Hi, we are Rob and Claire and we are directors of Exclusive Short Stays, leading providers of service accommodation in Birmingham, Solihull and Warwickshire. So if you're a landlord who owns property in this area, or if you're an investor who is looking to get into service accommodation, then you come to the right place. So why service accommodation?
So there's 5 key reasons why a landlord or an investor might be specifically interested in serviced accommodation. The first reason is that you can make significantly more money. So just like a hotel, we charge a nightly rate as opposed to a monthly rate that you might charge a tenant, and that adds up to much more profit at the end of the month.
Number 2, not only can you earn more money, but you can also pay less tax. If you're an experienced landlord, then you'll know very well about Section 24, or anti-landlord tax as it's become well known. Section 24 basically means that you can no longer declare the cost of your mortgage as a business expense when you use your property as a buy-to-let. When you use your property for service accommodation, you're taking trading income as opposed to rental income, which means you can declare mortgage costs as an expense of the business. Further to this, you can register for business rates instead of council tax, which in most cases is free.
The third reason is capital allowances. So when you use your property as serviced accommodation, you may be eligible to claim significant capital allowances. So for example, if you bought your property in 2008 or later, you can claim up to 45% of the cost of the property and up to 100% of any refurb costs that you've incurred since you bought it. So very significant.
The fourth reason is there is less risk than buy-to-let. Put simply, tenants have rights, guests don't. If you have a tenant in your buy-to-let property and they do not pay any rent for months on end, you just can't turf them out. You have to go through a legal process to evict them. Even after eviction, you still might not get your money back. And even worse, you may find the house has been damaged or, at worst, completely trashed. With service accommodation, the guest has to sign our terms and conditions of hire. And if they break the rules at any point, we have the right to evict them. How do we know if they've broken rules? Well, we can use technology such as minute sensors. They monitor decibels and look for crowd activity. Or we can use Ring cameras, which monitors how many guests are arriving at a property. Rest assured, damage deposits are taken from guests before access is granted, and we can then use that to help repair any damage.
The fifth reason is that it's completely hands-off for you. So is there a lot of work involved in serviced accommodation? Yes, absolutely. There's a hell of a lot of work that goes into it. But this is where Exclusive Short Stays come in, because we have all the systems, processes, automations and reliable staff in place to make sure that we get the job done well. So this is what smart investors do. They find a high cash flowing strategy and then they get somebody else to do all the work for them. So we take care of all the cleaning, linen, property maintenance, the marketing of your property and all customer communications, so that all you have to do is take the money. So if you're interested in learning more about this strategy, please feel free to get in touch.
So why Exclusive Short Stays, you may ask? There are 5 key reasons why Exclusive Short Stays is ideally placed to help you run your property as service accommodation. Firstly, win-win-win model. We only win when you win and when our guests have a great stay. Therefore, we give our best to our guests and therefore we give our best to landlords.
The second reason is that we've got a wealth of knowledge and experience. So we've actually, between us, done 3 courses on serviced accommodation. So that's quite a lot of knowledge that we've been able to glean from those. However, that pales in comparison to the amount of knowledge and experience that we've gained through running this business ourselves. And since we've been running the business, we've actually been showcased by training providers as a shining example of how somebody should run a serviced accommodation business. So with us, you are in good hands.
Thirdly, we are well-established operators with a strong client base for direct bookings. We're proud to say that we do not rely on online travel agents like Airbnb or Booking.com for bookings. We have our own in-house sales team and have invested heavily invaluable data which tells us the contact details of companies working in the local area. This helps us to achieve more direct bookings, which are a lot more profitable than those from Airbnb, which charge commission. We have relationships with large companies such as Balfour Beatty, Vinci, which are large contractor companies, and they regularly come back to us.
So the fourth reason is that we take the security of your property very seriously. We actually think of our clients' properties as if they're our own, and any threat to your property is something that we take personally. We're also very motivated to make sure that your property is well looked after, because if we don't look after it, then there's no way that we can continue to monetize it the way that we want to. Remember, it's a win-win-win that we're looking at here.
And fifthly, testimonials. So have a look below to see comments from our existing landlords who are delighted with our service that we provide, and well, they are testament of why we're in this business.
If you'd like to learn more, please feel free to get in touch with us and we'd be delighted to meet you and discuss it over a cup of coffee.